Alright, so this is basically my first Lorcana video. We went to the league and probably went there. This is our third time, but this time I went undefeated. It was a really good day. We pulled a lot of good cards in our our win packs, and uh, thanks to Eric, we have a lot of we have two bonus packs, and we did pull pretty good. But this is what I played and went completely undefeated. I think, if I'm right, I'm the only one that's undefeated, and uh, I actually end up having a nickname, BounceBoy, because of playing this. So I just wanted to do a deck profile as a resource, and if I wanted to go back to this build. So I wanted to keep building different kinds of decks, but I wanted to do a deck profile here real quick for my first undefeated Lorcana deck, because we're switching from, well, not necessarily switching, but we're still playing Yu-Gi-Oh, but mainly playing Lorcana as of right now. Sorry for the voice, because it is a little scratchy, just because I'm not feeling too good. That's why I end up playing this deck. It's very, very one-sided. I just keep luring, but it is a pretty stupid deck. As me and my buddy keep saying. I just wanted to do a deck profile for it real quick. As you can see, it's the goat. The objective of the deck is just to keep luring and go for a game. Uh, so let's start with, obviously, the goat, the Merlin goat. Four of it, obviously, for the lore. The Merlin and Mim engine would be the goat. Mim, it's really good for the bounce, but most of the time I end up inking it. Merlin, or the Madam Mim, Snake, same concept. I use it mainly for the ink, but it's good to bounce the gold for that extra lore win. And then I do play 3 of the rabbit, because it's good with the emerald part of it, which is gonna be bouncing it back to my hand, putting it back on the field to draw 2 cards, because when it leaves the play, you draw a card. When you play it again, you draw a card. So that is the Merlin Mim package. The main guy would obviously be the goat, so you can keep lowering. So that's the Mim Merlin package. And then for the 1-drops, so you can just keep questing with them. It doesn't matter if they die, which would be the Pascal. Most of the time, it is one of the guys that's kind of hard to deal with, because it does become evasive once you get more characters, which mainly you drop a bunch of characters, so you have evasive. The Olaf's, just because it has a higher defense, which is 3, and then you just keep questing with it. By that time, they would end up either using a bigger character, which is later turn, or they will be trading in at least 2 characters to just to get rid of it. By that time, you'll be lowering 2 to 3 with him. So those are the little guys. And this, I feel like, it's in a different category, because it is small lures, but small drops, but they do die quickly. The 4 Maleficent and 4 Pinocchio, you'll end up dropping these guys, luring with them. Them surviving the next turn or so would be really good. But if they don't, they already did their job to lure for 2 or 3. And also at the same time, if they kill it, your opponent basically does not focus on lure. They just focus on killing the Pinocchio and the Maleficent, because it is a threat. In terms of your draw power, you have the 4 Maleficent and the 4 friends on the other side. So basically, playing the Maleficent first, drawing a card. Next turn, you can either quest with her, but it's only a quest for 1. Or you can play her. Next turn you can play the friends on the other side using her as the sing a song. So that's a good draw power. Um, the deck is pretty fast, but also at the same time you have to consider some of the hyper aggro type of decks. So the I'm Stuck is pretty good because they can drop characters that are either evasive, they can take care of Pascal, or they can have characters that have bigger lore. So the I'm Stuck would definitely help out with something that you can keep your tempo. Uh, the one spellbook is amazing. It's always there when you need it, and it doesn't. It's uninkable, so you don't break with it. It's just always there when you need it, and you don't open up with way too much copies of it when you're already in the rhythm of luring. So that's the amethyst part of it. In terms of the emerald, I still do like playing the Flynn Rider. Uh, Most of the time, if you ink a Flynn Rider or you summon Flynn Rider, most of them they will end up thinking it's a discard deck, so their playstyle gonna start being different, and they started playing all their cards. Um, it kind of changes their play style to where they started either inking or wasting some of their cards because they think it's a discard deck, but also at the same time it's inkable and it has a 2 lore, so it does help out with the fast luring. For enchantress, mainly most of I really like the fact that this can basically kill anything that challenges her. But mainly it's a same thing as Flint. It's a 2-drop that has 2 lore. It helps out with just kind of luring fast enough, questing with it. But it's a kind of like the emerald part is a good defense part of it. Same as Cheshire Cat. It is a 3-drop, but it does have 2 lore. So I just keep questing with this guy as well. And if they, since it becomes a threat, what they tend to do is that, okay, I need to get rid of your characters, which actually there's another card in here that will matter. They will try to take care of the Cheshire Cat or the Enchantress or the Flynn. If the Flynn Rider or Enchanted or the other Amethyst cards doesn't take care of them, they'll end up having damages. So you keep questing. You don't necessarily worry about their board. 4 of the bounce, just so you can trigger the goat or the Merlin rabbit, so you can draw, or the also at the same time bouncing in like a Pinocchio or Maleficent, just so you can drop it again and it'll be ready. So it's basically almost untouchable, and then you can quest with it next turn. Also at the same time, it slows down your opponent. Right now I'm only playing 3 Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo Bip Bip Boo. That's what I call it. It's too long. This is really amazing, but it is uninkable. It's a 3-drop. So what I normally do is that I keep mulliganing this just so I can draw something else. This is good. Maybe turn 3, turn 4. Once you drop the goat, so you can quest with the goat, and then bounce it back. You gain lore from the goat, leaving the play, and then summoning it back. So that's like a 3 lore in 1 turn. So this I really love the bounce boo combo. And then 2 pack tactics. These 2 I'm trying to have a way where I can play 4 of them, because it is inkable. Really awesome. Towards the end of the game, if you're playing something that's set up or also aggro, they will clear out your board. But that means that if they have big characters, they normally won't die. They'll have a bunch of characters that keeps nitpicking your little guys, and they'll have damage. So this is basically quote unquote another extra copy of your goat, because it's like a cheat win. Once they have the damages later on in the turn or later on in the game, it's a 4-drop, same as the goat. What you can do is just drop pack tactics, and they'll have 3 or 4 characters that has damages. Then you just gained out 4 lore for that extra lore that you needed to win. So this is what I played in our league, and I went completely undefeated. No game, it's completely 2-0 on all 3 of them. Really happy with how this works out. I mainly play Steel Sapphire. That's my favorite deck, but I decided to play this because, again, I'm not feeling too good, and I didn't want to think and analyze a whole lot. This deck is very fun, but also at the same time very helmet type of deck, where you just keep luring. But I still wanted to have a record of what I played and what I went against. So if you guys like it, you can try it out. Change a couple of cards on it. It depends on your playstyle. Hope you guys like it.